Hi everyone, my name is Matt Becker.
And my name is Mindy West.
We are here today to talk to you about ethics complaints and how to file those within the association. The National Association of Realtors adopted the Code of Ethics in 1913, which outlines the standard of conduct expected in the real estate profession. Since then, realtors everywhere have agreed to meet the code's high standards.
The professional standards process plays a very important role in an association of realtors. It helps to ensure honorable, faithful, and competent service to clients and other members of the public by enforcing the Code of Ethics. It allows members to settle monetary business disputes through arbitration and mediation.
It is important to understand that there are two different levels of complaints that can be filed. The complaints we are going to talk about today are ethics violations that are filed within a local realtor association. These complaints are about direct violations of our Code of Ethics.
The other type of complaint that can be filed concerns violations of the Missouri Real Estate License Law. St. Charles Realtors cannot charge a member with violations of the Missouri Real Estate License Law or any other law. Its jurisdiction covers only violations of membership duties. The Missouri Real Estate Commission controls the agent's license to sell real estate. If you think a person has violated the license law, you should contact the MREC to file that complaint.
So let's talk about an example of an ethics violation. Take, for instance, Article 2 of our Code of Ethics. Realtors shall avoid exaggeration, misrepresentation, or concealment of pertinent facts relating to the property or the transaction. Realtors shall not, however, be obligated to discover latent defects in the property, to advise on matters outside the scope of their real estate license, or to disclose facts which are confidential under the scope of agency or non-agency relationships as defined by state law.
If a realtor was made aware of a broken sewer lateral line by their client and failed to have their client disclose that information to potential buyers or failed to disclose that to cooperating agents, this could be a violation of Article 2 and would justify a complaint being filed against that realtor.
That scenario definitely appears to be a violation, and a complaint in that case should be filed. So how do we file a complaint? What is the process? Many ethics complaints result from a misunderstanding or failure in communication. Before filing a complaint, we ask that all agents make a reasonable effort to communicate with the other real estate professional or principal broker in the firm. If these efforts are not fruitful, the association offers the ombudsman services.
What? What's that about?
The ombudsman program is made up of a group of trained realtors that act as an impartial third party to facilitate a resolution of misunderstandings or disagreements before the formal complaint process begins. It's just a way for all parties to talk through the situation to see if it can be resolved prior to a formal complaint being filed.
I mean, that sounds like a great program and an awesome way to get people talking. However, if that doesn't work, anyone can move forward with the complaint process. Here are 5 steps to follow if you'd like to file a complaint. Step 1, complete, sign, and have notarized the complaint form supplied by the St. Charles Realtor staff. This form requests you to name the realtor in question as the respondent. Step 2, list the articles of the Code of Ethics that you think the realtor violated. Step 3, attach the explanation about the situation surrounding the complaint. Be specific as possible, referring at all times to the specific articles of the code. State what, when, where, why, and how you think the realtor violated each article. Step 4, attach copies of any and all pertinent documents such as listing agreements, purchase agreements, correspondence, etc. If you have notarized statements from witnesses, include those also. Step 5, keep a copy for your records and send the entire packet to St. Charles Realtors, 110 Point West Boulevard, St. Charles, Missouri, 63301.
Just a few things to note before you submit the complaint. The complaint must be filed within 180 days after the facts could be known or after the conclusion of the transaction. Complaints can be filed by anybody, including the public. The complaint has to be filed in the association that has jurisdiction over that respondent.
Once the complaint is received, the grievance committee will review and process the complaint. They will determine if the complaint will be dismissed, amended, or forwarded to a formal hearing. When the committee schedules a hearing, you will be notified of the time, date, and place. These hearings provide an opportunity for the complainant and respondent to explain their side of the story by presenting testimony, evidence, and witnesses.
Once all the facts have been presented, the hearing panel will determine whether the Code of Ethics has been violated. The St. Charles Realtors can administer discipline to a realtor. This would happen only in the case of a violation of the Code of Ethics as determined by an ethics hearing panel. The St. Charles Realtors can use one or more of the following ways to discipline a member. They can submit a letter of warning or reprimand to the member. They can direct the member to attend an ethics class or other training appropriate to the violation that was committed. The association may fine the member up to $15,000 not awarded to the complainant. They can place the member on probation, suspend the membership of the member, expel the member from membership, or they can suspend or terminate the member's MLS rights or privileges. So Mindy, what if there's a commission dispute between the realtors? Do I file an ethics complaint with the association if I didn't get paid?
No, Matt, that's a different process called arbitration. Visit stcharlesrealtors.com for more information on the arbitration process. And if you want any more details on any of these processes, everything is detailed at the stcharlesrealtors.com in the dispute resolution forms.
Or you can contact any staff member or board member at the association to gain more information or to get assistance walking through the various steps of these processes. These processes are critical to maintaining the highest levels of integrity in our industry, and we encourage everyone to utilize them when needed. Thank you so much for joining us today, and hopefully this helped with the process.